Hey everybody, just a moment here. Here we're going to go over my Yubel deck profile. I am playing a bit of a kind of budget Fiendsmith engine. This is mostly a competitive build, gearing more towards budget side just because I don't have, I have access, I just choose not to spend an extra $120 on the two extra engravers I need. Anyway, starting off, we're only one copy of Yubel, the one Terran card, and then we're also only two copies of Spirit. You really only need one Spirit. I think a second one is a luxury. However, these are pretty good ratios. You really only need one of each. I think a second Spirit is interesting, though. I am on 41 cards just to play the second Spirit. We're also on 3 copies of Lotus. This is your starter. A really important card. Pretty much just starts all your plays. On the one Squirmer, I was on 2. I think 2 is neat just because it lets you play around a little bit more. There's a little bit more of a grind game with it. But you really only need the one. Of course, we're on the one engraver. Because we're on a bit of a budget package with the Fiendsmith stuff, we only need the one engraver. Obviously, the full package is way better. But just for this, we're just running the one. We're also on Shavara for our Unchained line. And Dark Beckoning Beast now down to 2. I watched, what was it, Pack's video, I think, on his Yubel deck. And I quite like the ratios of DBB at just 2 copies. I think it's fine. For me personally, I think 2 copies is honestly perfect. Because there's a lot of games where this card just doesn't, you just can't normal summon it. It's pretty much just a dead card. Pretty much just like a material for Phantom, pretty much. But 2 copies is fine in my opinion. Just because the opening of the Spirit Gates is such a strong card, pretty much. We're on 3 copies of Throne. This is your starter and extender. Great card, definitely at 3. We're on 2 Nightmare Pain. We only need 1 technically, but I'm on 2 just because it's cool for the grind game. If they happen to deal with your pain, then you can just like lean on your Yubel stuff more. But because we're playing like less of the Yubel cards, I think 1 is fine. 2 is a it comes up occasionally. Of course, we're on the 1 opening, great for revival and all that. We're on 1-for-1 Terra, Prosby, Call By. And then we're also on the 1 Escape from the Unchained. This is searchable for Shavara. I'm not playing Chambers because I don't think Chambers super great in my opinion. It's all right. I like Escape more. Next up, hand traps. We're on 3 copies of Imperm, 3 Veiler, 3 Mourner. I'm on 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and 3 Nib. This is a lot of hand traps. I think we're on like 18 or something. Off the top of my head, I can't quite remember. But yeah, we're on a lot of hand traps here. Because this deck really only needs like it's a 1-card combo pretty much just to get like just to play. So you really only need like Lotus or a way to get to Lotus, which isn't super hard. Because I think we're playing 11 starters pretty much, which is pretty. Your odds of drawing a Lotus are pretty high, or a way to get to it, so we can afford to play a bunch of hand traps and all that. A lot of these hand traps are really good, like obviously like Imperm, Veiler, Mourner, they come up a lot, they're really good. Ash and Droll in general are just good. You obviously you don't want to Droll on your turn, but like it's fine. You can also dodge your opponent's Droll a little bit by setting your Nightmare Pain. Nibs also is really good. It's cool to attack into it, just field nukes and everything. This card comes up a lot. Moving on to the extra deck. I'm on 3 copies of Phantom. Absolutely crazy custom card. The 1 Princess. For my rank 6, I'm playing a Lars. You really don't have to play Lars. You could play Caesar. I think Caesar's much better with the full Fiendsmith package. But if you're not on it, I think Lars is fine. It's a spell trap negate. You remove 2 materials if they're not dinos. Rolling the Vardraws. I'm playing Typhon. It's okay. I'm not super into Typhon. Because usually you can just like a really easy ways you get you make Phantom and then you can go out in the Sky Crisis. It's come up occasionally, but it's not doesn't come up a lot. We're on the Moon or Close the Moon Heaven, Requiem, Yama, Rage, SP. We make SP off of Rage. Muckraker, Phoenix, and access code for the OTK. I really don't go into Muckraker anymore. Phoenix is a flex card. You can put anything you want there. I think Phoenix is probably the best thing you can make. It's a Fiend, though. But yeah, that's the deck anyway. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'd love to hear your opinions on it. Yubel is a super fun deck. And hopefully I can get some engravers and stuff soon so I can actually make the full, not budget build. But anyway, thanks for watching. Yeet.